color is my shirt today, Jonathan?
Gray.
Gray, okay. There's another one I bought at the Dillard's Clearance Center the other day.
Dude, you've been fancy lately. You don't have the button-up shirts.
But I always wear button-up shirts.
Oh, yeah.
I wear a lot of polos.
You wear a lot of polos.
A lot of polos, yeah. Anyway, 88.7 The Pulse, Steve and Jonathan, The Morning Beat, underwriting for programming on The Pulse from great friends like Primavera Online High School, tuition-free and 100% online summer school session 2, starting July 5th. Enrollment at getfreesummerschool.com.
Orlando Auto Body, family owned and operated for over 27 years. Deductible assistance, lifetime warranty, and only factory parts used. On Southern and Center in Mesa, 480-844-4858, OrlandoAutobody.com.
The Pulse has teamed up with Summit Medical Weight Loss to help raise money for EBIT Radio and help you lose weight. Lose weight for $28. For every new customer, they'll donate the cost of the first week to the Pulse. No contracts, no startup fee, includes B12 shot, appetite suppressants, meal plan, weekly weigh-ins, and so much more. 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Phoenix, and Peoria. Appointments at 480-306-4410 or online, summitmedicalweightloss.com.
Arizona State University's Science of Learning and Educational Technology Lab is currently recruiting students grades 8 through 12 to participate in a paid research study. Students will be interacting with a computer tutoring system aimed at improving literacy skills in high school students. Students will be learning about reading comprehension and writing strategies. For their time, they will be compensated $140 for completing the 6-session study lasting approximately 10 hours. For more information or to register for the study, email at study@adaptiveliteracy.com or visit adaptiveliteracy.com.
And Crazy Make-em-Ups, the party game of bad decisions. Gameplay is loose and open to interpretation. Players control the level of fun, and fun players equal fun games. Customizable cards create unique, one-of-a-kind games with each play. Crazy Make-em-Ups, make better bad decisions. CrazyMakeemUps.com or Crazy Make-em-Ups on Facebook.
Steve, I heard a new way that...
Hold on, what?
What's going on?
I got a song. Hold on.
There we go.
Because we're talking about games today. And I've asked people to text in today with what their favorite board game. Jonathan, what do you think one of yours is?
Where's my...
What do you want to do? You don't like my games people play song? I think I'm going to play that after the break.
Jeez.
Anyway, we got people texting in at 480-655-8870. Random winners today will get Sunsplash tickets. But we got people who actually like their games, and somebody said Taboo or Mexican Bingo Loteria.
See, I think my favorite traditional board game would have to be Monopoly.
Yeah, Monopoly. Candyland. Remember Candyland?
Yes.
Candyland's cool. The game of life. Someone texted in. I mentioned that one. Trivial Pursuit is another one. Operation. I had a Homer Simpson Operation.
You gave me Operation for when I had my brain surgery.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you gave me that game.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Scrabble. Scrabble's another one that people texted in today. And Connect 4. I also remember a game, and I actually Googled it the other day, called Fireball Island. And
Fireball Island.
Yeah, I had it when I was a kid. Yeah, it was a cool game. Anyway, we're going to bring in Lake, what was it, Blake or Lake?
Lake. It's Lake.
Facebook didn't believe me that my name is really Lake, like L-A-K-E.
So they said go jump in it.
They said I could go ahead and fax documents, but who wants to take the time to do that?
Yeah, so that's why you're Blake Leafty.
You got to go prove to Facebook that your name is Lake.
Yeah, your name's not Lake. Sorry, we don't believe you. Some computer's making the decision. Anyway, he's got a podcast, and it's all about games, right?
Yes, sir.
So tell us why you decided to make this podcast.
Okay, well, my wife, she got into board games about 2 years ago because I guess they still make board games really consistently. There's a lot of them going out.
New board games.
New board games, yeah. They're constantly going out. I played it here and there, but last year I really got into them, and the kids really like them and stuff, and so I decided that my geek creds are really not where they should be, so I decided to create Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf, the podcast, in which we hope to make the best gaming podcast starring kids, which range from toddlers to teenagers.
Okay, starring kids. What does that? What does that mean?
That'd be my kids. We have a
so games that they would like to play.
Yeah, games they like to play. I'll also be interviewing game designers, regular gamers, game companies, whatnot, what have you, and we go over the kids. A lot of them like applications these days, so. There'll be there's AAA on the gaming podcast. It's not what you think because, like I said, it's for kids or whatever. So it's not Alcoholics Anonymous. It's Application Acquisition.
Okay.
So they go over different apps, usually free ones.
Oh,
but
yeah.
different apps that the kids can play.
So you're talking about not just apps, but board games.
Yeah, board.
You're talking
yeah,
about apps
the main,
too?
The main thing is board games, but
Right.
like my 9-year-old, we have a hard time tearing him away from his iPad.
Yeah.
So that's going to be like a mini feature on the
I don't have an
podcast.
iPad. Your 9-year-old does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My 3-year-old does.
Yeah, well, you have iPads for your company. I know. I mean, I saw this kid who couldn't even talk the other day at the doctor's office.
Yeah, really?
He's like on a phone. He's like, "Mama, Dad," and Dad's like, "You want to watch Iron Man? Iron Man." And he was like, blah, 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 Iron Man. It was crazy. And he could work the phone, and he's like 2.
I think Iron Man's a little too much for 2-year-olds.
So, like, what are you finding out in
kids.
your research of people? Because I know you've asked a lot of people on Facebook and stuff what kind of games they like to play.
There's a whole community that I didn't even know existed with new games because you think of Life and Monopoly and the traditional board games, but there's constantly new games going out there that are constantly being created. There's a lot of different groups on Facebook that I'm a part of, and there's constantly a new game on Kickstarter. They have, who knows how many games they have going
I should
out on
make a board
Kickstarter.
game. I could make a fun board game.
What is your idea for a board game?
I would
Steve?
take the guy from Hotel Impossible. I'd make a Hotel Impossible
Jeez.
type of board game because you know that my next career is hotel management.
How could that possibly be?
Or I could have Kazokazo and Delilahza go to the Pizzupi Park.
It'd have to, and that's what I was going to say. It'd have to have something to do with your dog, or fried chicken,
Yes.
or Hotel Impossible.
It could all be in there. It should be the game of Steve. And it would be all the weird things. Church's Chicken would be there. Popeye's Chicken. I'm going to make this.
I don't think that's going to be a big seller.
I think that people
I don't
would
think that's
love
gonna
it.
be a big
I
seller.
think I could make it fun. like you go to Church's Chicken and you have to get some chicken out of the fryer without burning yourself or something.
Oh, that now you're just stealing from operation.
So would Dungeons and Dragons be considered a board game?
Actually, that's a role. It's tabletop.
Okay.
Tabletop role playing game, and we're gonna have a section on that where
Okay.
me and the family, not necessarily playing alive, but I'll be telling the story of us playing role playing games. And
Okay.
stuff as well.
Okay, so your website is gamerleafgo.com. So GAMER leafgo.com. You've got your second podcast up. What are your first 2 podcasts about?
The first 2, let's see here. The first one, me and the kids went over different games. I'd have to look back. I don't remember exactly what it was. The second one was I interviewed the designers of a game called 12 Realms Dungeon Land,
Okay.
which is made by Mage Company, and it's like a dungeon crawl game, which is kind of like a role-playing game, but you have the different characters. It's kind of like Monopoly in a role-playing game, I guess is the best way to describe it, maybe, with little miniatures that walk around and whatnot, and it has fairy tale people like Red Riding Hood and whatnot in it, and it's right now on Kickstarter.
Okay. All right, let me ask you about this because you have like a Kickstarter and a GoFundMe, and I'll be honest with you. I see a lot of Kickstarters and GoFundMes for things like, I'm going to have a baby, someone please else pay for it. Why do you need help with, what are you trying to do with this money? So let's first talk about Kickstarter.
Okay, yeah. What we're doing is right now my wife has major health concerns. Her health has gone down. We have 5 kids that are going to be one of them isn't going to be on the podcast. He has autism. But right now,
Well, Justin has autism, and he's completely capable. So
there you go. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Unfortunately, my son's autism is quite drastic, where he's nonverbal. He's 12 right now.
okay,
But he, what do you call it? Let's see. So we live the commute takes me an hour and a half to get to and from work. Well, hour and a half one way, depending to get to work. And then I work 8 hours. And so with my wife's health going majorly down, we're trying to make it so I can do this a full-time gig. So we can also find out what's going on with her health, because with the time away from work and how hard it is to get off work, and then how much time it would take to recover after poking and prodding and blood work and whatnot, it's impossible.
so is that the Kickstarter or GoFundMe or both?
That's both. And
Okay.
with the Kickstarter, I have a bunch of different game companies that have actually went ahead and donated different games.
So there's different
they're willing to
levels
give
that
us.
you can support at, and you will get something for that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I see, I went to the Kickstarter, there's a whole bunch of different games on here. What is all this stuff I'm seeing? The Greater Debate. What is the Greater Debate?
The Greater Debate, that's, let's see here. That's not a game that's given away on Kickstarter, but that's somebody has a game on Kickstarter. I think it only has,
I see. That's not your game. You listed other people's
Yeah, I
Kickstarters.
was just sharing somebody else's game. I think that's
I
on
see.
Facebook or whatnot. But
I see. Okay.
But yeah, there's a bunch of different games. Let's see here. that we're giving away. Some of them we played recently that we're going to have on the podcast.
Okay.
Let's see. Dr. Finn has some games on there. We Let Them Eat Shrimp. That's one of them. Where you're going ahead, you're placing little tiles on the board and trying not to get eaten by the sharks. And you earn points that way. And
that can be fun. I don't want to be eaten by a shark. You,
Yeah.
Jonathan?
No.
No, not at
No,
all.
I don't.
You don't want to be shark food.
No.
So, Lake, let me ask you. I mean, why did you decide to do this podcast radio thing?
I've always wanted to be radio. Actually, you and Jonathan have inspired me a lot.
Well, thank you.
Scary.
But
That's what I do as a teacher.
think we inspire
That's
people.
what I do as a teacher. So I guess that's good.
We inspired Tiffany.
Absolutely cool. We did. Yeah, sure did.
yeah,
Very
back,
cool, Leaf.
Yeah,
Or
back
like-
when
like-
I was in high school, I wanted to, but I kind of forgot about that. But
Right. Well, it's a weird job, this radio thing. Anyway, so good luck on your podcast. Again, GamerLeafGo.com is where you can find all the information. Is there links to your GoFundMe and your Kickstarter there?
On the Kickstarter there is,
Okay.
but if you go on, I just barely created the GoFundMe. If you go you can look up Gamer Leaf, Getting
Okay.
Geeky with Gamer Leaf.
Okay.
That's the same name for both of them.
And that's where you can find the podcast. Well, good luck with it. I wish you much success. Wanted to have you on here to talk about it because you've been a loyal listener, and any way we can support you, we're happy to, all right?
Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. All right, news is coming up in just a few minutes. We'll play two songs. Love on the Brain, another one after that. Niall Horan after that, my favorite. Slow Hands here on
Yes.
88.7 The Pulse. GamerLeafGo.com, all right? Check it out.
And you got me like, girl, what you want from me?